Yo, it's Legacy Gordon here, bringing a tip and tricks video series for Overwatch that's focused on making you become a better player. We are going to go through the classes, starting first with the healer. We are playing as Mercy because in my opinion it's one of the best healing characters out there. Okay, let's start with tip number 1. Focus your heals on tanks. The reason why you want to do this is because of tanks having so much health, they can survive for long periods of time until they die, but as a healer by their side it would become nearly impossible to kill a tank unless you die. A healer with a tank can survive for even more long periods of time. The tank can hold down an objective or a choke point with ease, and that will allow your team members to have an easier time. Tip number 2 is play safe. As a medic, you haven't got a lot of health, you haven't got a lot of firepower, and your job is mostly to keep the team alive. And what I mean by playing safe is if you see that your team is just gonna die, that they rushed up a little bit too much and they're just gonna die, fall back because you are the backbone of your team. If you die, it means the whole other team dies. You don't want to just go out there, go against maybe five players, and you're just gonna die. As soon as you die, your whole team dies with you. So you want to make sure that you play safe with your healing abilities. You just want to make sure that you play some corners, healing some people. You want to make sure you do not die. You need to make sure you are safe. Tip number 3, guys, is play with your team members. Now, I might be contradicting myself on tip number 2 to play safe, to play in corners, to heal people, but you as a player, as a healer, has to make the call to move up with your team members. If your whole team is moving up, you must move up with them. You mustn't just stay back and just play really defensively. You as a player needs to decide when it's the time to move up with your team. Whenever you see your team all moving up, you move up with them. You do not go ahead of them. You do not get behind them. You play with them. You play right beside them. You heal them up, and you as a player, like I said, has to make the call whenever you want to play a corner to heal somebody, or whenever you want to push up with a team member. Tip number 4, guys, you can deal damage as well as a healer. A lot of healers forget that they can deal damage, and a lot of healers back off from fights. But do not forget that you've got a weapon that can deal damage. Like Mercy, she's got a pistol, and that pistol can deal considerable damage, but all I see is healers just running away from fights. Do not be afraid to just take out your pistol and deal damage, to take out any weapon that can deal damage as a healer, to deal damage to the opposing player. Because if it's a 1v1 and nobody's around you, it's just him and you can bring out your pistol and deal damage. Do not forget, as a healer, you can deal damage. Tip number 5, communication. Communication is far beyond the most important tip in this video. It's important for a healer to communicate because it will let your team know if you cannot heal this player, such as a tank. The tank can play more defensively until you can heal that player. You can also call out whenever you're weak, whenever you're dead, whenever you're healing somebody. It will help your team to adapt, to protect you, or to wait for you. As a healer, you are the backbone of your team. If you follow these tips as a healer, you will be a strong force in Overwatch. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like, and I see you guys in the next video.